Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to use FaceTime. FaceTime is an application that comes on every modern iPhone and iPad. It allows you to use your device to video chat with someone else who has the FaceTime app. You'll be able to see them and they'll be able to see you using the cameras built into your iPad or iPhone. It's very user-friendly and makes getting to actually see the person that you want to talk to very easy. First, let's find the app. I'll be using an iPad for most of this example. The FaceTime app is green with a white video camera looking symbol on it. It will be on one of your pages, so swipe left or right until you find it. Mine happens to be on the last page. Tap the app icon to open FaceTime. If you see this screen, that means you haven't signed in with your Apple ID on the device you're using. I've previously released instructions on how to create an Apple ID and sign into devices using that. Please refer to those instructions before continuing if you haven't created an Apple ID yet. If you're following these instructions using an iPhone, you will only see the darker gray left part of the iPad screen that I'm using. You'll see about this much on your iPhone screen. If you have signed in to your Apple ID, you should see this screen when you open FaceTime. Here's where you'll see all of your previous incoming and outgoing FaceTime calls. As you can see here, I've used this iPad to call my cell phone, so it's saved. This can be useful if you're using this app to reach the same people again and again. We'll be going over how to make a FaceTime call to someone you've never called before. So to start, we need to tap this plus sign at the top of our screen. Here's where you would type in a phone number, Apple ID, email address, or contact name that you'd like to FaceTime. Remember, you can only FaceTime with people that have the FaceTime app on their device. For example, your iPhone will not be able to FaceTime someone that just has an email address. That address would have to be attached to an Apple ID that is attached to a device. Now we're going to find a contact in our contact list to FaceTime. To access our contacts, tap the plus sign with a circle around it here. That opens up a list of contacts that you have on your iPhone or iPad. I've put myself as a contact in this iPad that's under Gary's name. Tapping on the name of a contact will open up more information about that person. I'll tap on my name to go to that screen. You'll see the name of the contact here, and the methods of contacting the person, like phone numbers or email addresses, will be here. I only have my phone number stored in this iPad under my contact name. My options for reaching out to this contact are here. You'll notice there are two options for FaceTime. One has a telephone icon and is for FaceTime audio. This is simply an audio call that can be very clear depending on your connection strength. But we're looking for the FaceTime video icon, which looks like a video camera. I'll tap here to move to the next screen. You'll see I have added my phone to a new FaceTime call. Before I make the call, I have the option to add more contacts to the call by tapping this plus sign again and choosing more contacts. For now, I just want to talk to myself. I'm given the option again between audio and video FaceTime. I'll choose video. Once I tap the green video button, my call will start. You will see a screen like this one, and you'll hear a fairly distinct ringing. You'll also notice that the camera on the front of your device is active and showing your face if you're looking at it. The device that you're FaceTiming will see something very similar, and the screen will look like this. To answer incoming calls of any kind, tap the green Accept button. Once the call has been accepted and connected, the screen should look very similar while you're in a FaceTime call. From this point, you can just have your conversation with your friend or loved one. You want to make sure that the other person can see you and that you can see them. You'll notice the options down at the bottom of the screen are very similar to a normal phone call, but there is also an option to flip the camera. This switches from the camera on the front of your phone to the one on the back of your phone. You can do this if you want to show somebody something in front of you without having to physically flip the phone around. To end the call, tap the red X that says End. As a reminder, the camera you're looking into is on the front of your iPhone or iPad. Here's some examples. They're very small but generally very good cameras, so you'll want to make sure you're facing that camera during your conversation. Also, please remember FaceTime calls are only possible between Apple devices. It will not work if you're trying to call an Android device, for example. Thank you all for listening, and if you come up with any questions, please feel free to call the Resident Tech Assistance phone line at 479-695-8030. Thanks again.